Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today I am bringing before you a special video on career options after 12th commerce. See, at times we have noticed that students try to decide what they want to do after completing their graduation. So basically this is not the right time to do that. You should be very much aware in advance that what you want to achieve in your near future. So, first of all, the important thing is to find out what are your area of interest. What are you good at? Right, and accordingly, you should move ahead in your career. Accordingly, you should make your career choices. So now when we talk about career after commerce, BCom is something that is very much well known to everybody, and it is common. It is understood that okay, this is something that we all are going to get to do. No one is going to say that okay, you cannot get admission in BCom. Here, there, or anywhere else, it's possible for you to get admission in BCom. But again, you should be clear what are your career objective, whether you want to further pursue management, whether you want to go for law, or anything else you want to go ahead with. So today in this video, we'll discuss certain career options that are available after commerce. This will be a very brief video. If you want any further information, you may kindly comment. And if you want more detailed information regarding the same, kindly post up. I will prepare a newer video, an advanced video to deal with the same. Moving further, what are the career options or what are the courses available after 12th? So that is BCom, BBA or BMS, Bachelor of Computer Applications. When we talk about students who are more interested in computers but at the same time they're not having a science background, BCA will do away that limitation from you. You can pursue BCA even after, in spite of having a commerce background. So that's not an issue. So if you have more inclination towards computer sciences, you may move towards BCA. Later, you can pursue MCA as your master's. Then MBA is an option. MBA is something that people tend to do after a completion of their graduation. One has to appear for CAT or CMAT, and then you get, as per your ranking, you get admission in the colleges. But certain colleges and universities also offer a 5 years integrated MBA. So within 5 years, you're able to complete your bachelor and master degrees together. So if you want to go for that, you may also find certain colleges and you may join a 5 year integrated MBA course as well. Then comes LLB. Again, LLB can be done in two ways after completing your graduation, or there is an integrated 5 year course which is again called as BA LLB. And certain colleges also offer some interdisciplinary courses within this 5 year integrated LLB, which is again an open option to you. If you feel that you are good at your advocacy skills, you are more interested towards legal studies, then you may opt for LLB. Then the other professional courses which you can pursue with your graduation, that is BCom, BBA, BCA, is CA, CS, and CMA, also known as ICWA. That is, you can be a chartered accountant, you can be a company secretary, and can be a cost and management accountant. Again, when we talk about CA and CMA, it is somewhere which is more accounting and costing based. And CS is again more compliance based. So if you're going for CS, it would be advisable to go for LLB as well. A legal background along with CS will give you like a service, like a cherry on the top, because they are somewhere related to the compliance issues of the companies. So a company secretary who is also an advocate will be able to serve his job in a better way. So if you're going to opt for CS, it's better to go for LLB and rather than going for any other course. Further, which institutions to opt for, right? Again, we are always bothered which college I should get into, which is a reputed college, will I get admission over there or not? So firstly, if you are mobile enough, if you're ready to move out of your city, your town, your state, you should find out a list of colleges which you can easily approach to, which is again suitable for you to reach to that particular place. Or if you're mobile enough, it's not an issue. Hostels and everything is again available everywhere these days, so that's not a problem. So but again, if you don't want to move, you have to find out that which is an institution within your locality where you can get the admission. Just for the sake of example, or Guidance. This is a list of top 10 commerce colleges in the country. The Sri Ram College of Commerce, Delhi University. Lady Sri Ram College for Women, again University of Delhi. Loyola College, University of Madras. Christ University, Bangalore. St. Xavier's College, University of Mumbai. Hindu College, University of Delhi, St. Joseph College of Commerce, Bangalore University, Hansraj College, again University of Delhi, Symbiosis College of Arts and Commerce, Savitribai Phule, Pune University, and Narsi Monji College of Commerce and Economics, University of Mumbai. Now, again, when we are talking about this BCom course, there is also an option for BCom Honors. Right. So if you are more interested in pursuing certain interdisciplinary courses along with your regular BCom, it is the BCom honors course which provides you with these type of additional courses as well. But again, whenever you are choosing any college, kindly go through the syllabus of each and every course which is readily available on the website. Compare the BCom and BCom honors course. You should be able to bifurcate that, okay, what is available in course A and what is available in course B. It would be a great help for you to analyze upon that. Is course A offering you something that is you are more interested into, and accordingly you should choose. Unlike few years ago, it was the syllabus was not easily available, but now sitting at any corner of the world you can access the website and you can know it. So it's good to use your smartphones, your internet, your computer, tablets in a productive way. Search as more number of colleges and universities as you can. Go through their syllabus, understand whatever they are offering, whether it is uh, in whether it is something of your interest or not, and accordingly you should select. So again, when we talk about getting admission in the professional courses, that is ICAI for CA, ICMAI for cost accountants, and ICSI for the company secretaries. Here the admissions are done on online basis. You have to meet the minimum percentage criteria, whether you are pursuing it after 12th or after your graduation. You have to go through their uh, their website. You can enroll there online. Again, these institutes don't have a specific college of themselves. They have chapter offices. So you have to firstly identify which area, which region you fall into, and as per that which particular chapter office is applicable to you. So any communication which you need, any guidance which you need would be available to you from these chapter offices. Again, website, and they have a 24/7 helpline number as well. So any query regarding your enrollment, examination, anything will be solved by them. Say for example, if you're staying in Gujarat, you fall under the Western India Regional Council. And again, if you're staying somewhere near Anand, so Anand does not have its own designated exam center. So you might have to move to Vadodara, Ahmedabad, Surat, or somewhere. So you have to make sure that you have that mobility, because that you'll have to do in any case. Each and every place does not have center for these examinations. So people have to be quite mobile. Moving further, if you want to pursue law, these are certain list of law colleges: National Law School of India, National Law University Delhi, Nalsar University of Law, IIT Kharagpur, the West Bengal National University of Juridical Sciences, Kolkata, National Law University Jodhpur, Symbiosis Law College Pune, Jamia Millia Islamia Delhi, Gujarat National Law University Gandhinagar, Rajiv Gandhi National University of Law Patiala. Again, now that's not all. If you are a commerce student but you are more interested towards subject which are offered by arts, say you want to go for English, you want to go for economics, you want to go for pol science, then you may also opt for Bachelor of Law. Again, journalism is an open avenue to you. You can go for animation, you can go for hospitality management, you can go for mass com, mass media, and so on. So your ambit is not limited. You have to identify your interest, and accordingly you have to move further. Again, there are a group of people who are interested in civil services. So what if you dream to be a civil servant? What if you want to target UPSC? In such circumstances, you have to act smart. Right. By act smart, I mean that you have to identify those subjects from the list of subjects available on the UPSC or your State Public Service Commission website, which you are good at. Identify those subjects which you are good at. I'm not saying which you are interested in. There's a difference in being good and in being interested. So identify those subjects which you are good at. And again, accounting and certain other subjects are, I guess, not offered in the UPSC list. So kindly before going to pursue a particular course, go through the list of the UPSC subjects which the UPSC subject list to which the exams are taken. The main exams are more targeted towards a specific subject as well, where you have to write the main paper. So basically, those papers offer a large list of subjects which are again arts and humanities based. Law is also a major subject over there, right? So if it is, it's more advisable to go for arts and humanities, if or journalism also, if you are targeting UPSC. Here you will get a larger avenue to deal with public affairs, you'll have a larger knowledge regarding Indian polity and so on, which is somewhere limited in commerce. I won't say it is not there, but it is somewhere limited. So the amount of knowledge which you will get by pursuing arts, humanities, journalism will be lesser from the point of view of UPSC if you pursue commerce. So again, go through a list of the UPSC subjects, identify the subject of your knowledge and your interest and your ability, and accordingly choose your stream after 12th, because again you should not regret it. If you're targeting UPSC, you have to be damn serious and you have to do it at the first go. So make smart decisions. Okay, then, as of now, signing off. If you have liked the video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye. Have a nice time.